I'm CT. When I'm not hosting podcasts, talking with people of fame, or just people just trying to make it, I live in the real world. I mean, everybody has to work, right? My job is CS. That's customer service, solutions, relationships, and generating motivation to keep my team pumped up and connected to every single person who has chosen to step within our store. This is C.T.C.S, episode number 53, Audits, Health Inspection, and Second Anniversary.
New week of C.T.C.S. It starts off pretty rough today. I'm headed to a movie promotion and got to be there by 9 o'clock because I've got 3 interviews that I need to do, and I got to get set up with all the equipment. I just got home, not even 10 hours ago, because I had a 3.5-hour lecture last night that I was invited to, and I'm blessed to have that opportunity. But today, the movie promotions, and then immediately following the movie Amsterdam, I jump into the grocery store, and I'll be there till 10 o'clock tonight. So this is what it's like to live in a world of multitasking, and where the world is, I'm not giving up my past. Well, that's pretty much living on the edge. Go to a movie premiere. The movie is 2 hours and 13, 14 minutes long. I've got 41 minutes to get from a major part of town, which is about, like I said, it's way up in the northern part of the city, and I've got to make my way to south of the town. So, but got here with 6 minutes to spare, so living on the edge. Pretty big day today at the store. It's appreciation day for the employees, and we've got pizzas, homemade pizzas. We've got wings, and more importantly, we have bonus checks, and we get this twice a year where they do this to us and do it to us. That didn't sound right. They share it with us, and so it's a very exciting day today. And you really do feel appreciated to work with a company that loves its staff. As I officially celebrate my 2nd year anniversary with the store, this is the first time I've experienced the health inspector coming in. They show up, they say they want to see a manager, they go to the departments that they're going to be checking out, and I'm going to keep you up to date because, they're on a mission. They're on a huge mission when they come into the store like that. Don't get in the way. Okay, let's get you an update with the health inspection. What they're doing is they're checking out the deli as well as the produce at this time. A lot of chatter on the headset, and this is one of those things where you can't just suddenly start cleaning things up while they're there. They're going to dock you some points. The inspector has found some mislabeled sushi. Not a good sight. Not a good sight at all. The department head in the deli is not happy with that. And when it comes to chicken salad, on the floor. It wasn't placed back in the refrigerator. It was on the floor. We've lost some points, and we've got a very upset department head in the deli at this point in time. Health inspector officially gone. Total cost with the 2 mistakes. 2 pretty big mistakes. We lost 1/4 point. So now the deli's at 97%. And here in North Carolina, 97% compared to 100%. Once again, the manager is pretty upset with his team. Obviously, the lowered rating in the deli is starting to affect the people there, because now customers are coming up to us and see us, and they're complaining about how long they're having to wait for a sub. And it shouldn't take that long. We aren't the other big Subway store, but you know what? We do rely on getting things done right and pretty quickly. Nobody should have to wait 30 minutes for a sub. The President's Cup golf tournament is in Charlotte this weekend, and so lots of people in town from all over the world, especially England and the United States. But the big talk in the store is that everything had to come to a standstill because the president's motorcade was going by. It'd be President George Bush, and so everything just stopped. Motorcade goes by, everything goes. So, but happy President's Weekend. Jesus, it's cold out here today. Transition walk, going into day number 2. I need this walk. I think more people need to take transition walks. I'm running so freaking late. I'm not bashing anybody that I talked with my interviews on the podcast today, but wow, I was scheduled to do a 20-minute conversation with this unbelievable guy. And I don't want to even bring up the name because I want you to enjoy the conversation, let it naturally, do its organic thing with you. But I was going to wrap up at 20 minutes into it, and all of a sudden they gave me another 20 minutes, and that just knocked me totally off the course. So I'm sitting here, and this is my attitude today, and I know it's going to come back and bite me in the ass, is that as I continue to produce, because the expectations of the podcast are very high in my life, I literally told myself, no, I'm not going to rush. The CS job can wait for me. Oh, God. I can't believe I even told myself that, or even I just confessed it to you. Not exactly the best way to start off a day. You walk into the store, and 3 of your managers are on the register, and you're going, the hell? Seriously, what's going on here? And you go up and you take a look at who's on the team today, and 5 people have called in. So we've got an empty store, and we can't get anybody to come in. And it's going to, I mean, they all can't stay here till I leave at 10 o'clock. So we've got to figure out how we're going to build this team. It's not our week this week. We had an audit today when it comes to losses and things like that, and we failed it badly to the point to where we were given a 91 rating. And so with that 91, we're usually 99 to 100, and we're 91. So managers just aren't in a good mood about this one at all. But man, when it comes to paperwork, you got to take it seriously, and you can't just be putting anybody on it to do it. The top 2 things that people usually cannot find, it would be baking soda and Little Debbie treats. And they're really, both of them are in the most oddball places, and I don't know if they're used as a way to get people deeper into the store. It's like, you put them top shelf all the way down at the end of number 3, because now you have to go buy all the cooking stuff. Oh, wait, look over here. I can buy this. Ooh, I can buy this. Ooh, oh. What was I supposed to do on this row? Oh, the baking soda. Oh, but you bought everything else. More 2-year anniversary celebrating kind of fixtures that are happening on this particular week, and that is that in my 2 years here, I've never had to do a transition log when it comes to money, $3,000 or more for money orders and or Western Union. And so today, back to back, man, 2nd anniversary, and the first one was just $3 shy of $4,000. The second one was just barely up at $4,000. So within about 35-40 minutes, $8,000 cash moved through my hands, and I had to fill out that report both times. Man, that's a lot of work. And of course, they're sitting there and they're going, well, why are we doing this? Because it's the law. It's the law. We got to obey the law. It's pretty much the martial artist in me that takes note of the things that we're about ready to talk about here. And that is that, ladies, 'tis the season. Yeah, we're getting into Halloween. We're going to be getting into the holidays and stuff like that. The one thing that you don't need to be doing is basically going uncovered when it comes to your money. There was a woman that was in here, easily had several $100s in a baggie, in a sandwich baggie, and just holding it out there and letting the world see that that she had this money. And then we had another lady that picked up just over $2,000 from Western Union. I said, "Do you need us to escort you out to your car?" "No, I'm fine." And she held it in her hand and went out the store. No. That's an invitation for trouble. You don't want people to know what you got. So a guest comes up to me in CS, and she literally was very concerned. She looked at the door that goes into our main office where the money is, and the sign says, "Office is armed." I didn't think twice about it, but she was very concerned. And then when looking in her eyes, the thing is that you sit there and you go, oh my God, she thinks there's guns in there. My darling little girl here, Jazzy, on our transition walk is going over to greet one of the neighbor's dogs as we're in the forest here. They kind of just rub noses together, and it's like, okay, let's go. I love watching animal behavior because it's like watching people at a grocery store. The way people see each other, greet each other, ignore each other, pick fights with each other. It's just one of those things that makes it work. You've got to take it one step at a time. I keep talking to new guy Bill about the vibration of having so many new managers and new employees and stuff. I guess I'm really sensitive when it comes to people changes, because I enjoy being surrounded by people that that create with you, know you, and all that kind of stuff. But man, we've lost 3 big people, and then new people come in, and this last one, the vibration to me is just strange. And now another exciting moment of what would you do? We have a guest that comes in. They've got a 3-pack of Burt's Bees lip balm and no receipt. And they want their money back. No receipt. Can't do that. And they said, well, I bought it here. So we go through our whole entire system. No receipt. So then she goes back and she gets a $3 Burt Bees. And she wants to exchange it for the $19.99 one. What would you do? What would you do? That's a big question. It's a serious question of what would you do? And without that receipt, we couldn't even make the exchange because we didn't understand. You have a product here that's $19.99, and you're trying to trade it out now for something that's $3.99 basically. An elderly woman just came in, and I'll listen to every story. I really will. And she goes, I was here with my 3 great grandkids yesterday. Yeah. And dang me if I didn't leave my big old box of Tide and my floor cleaner and bunch of toothpaste and underarm deodorant at the bottom of my cart. And I'm here to pick it up. So we go and we look and we... First of all, to find out, okay, where's the receipt? And she goes, oh, no. I didn't keep the receipt. And I said, well, we're going to look it up. We're going to see if we can find your receipt. No, that's fine. I'm just here to pick it up. And so we keep talking, and she goes, yeah, I was here with my grandkids and everything. And I said, well, in order for us to give you what it is that you left, I mean, first of all, there's no documentation whatsoever. We have to have a receipt. Okay, I'll go home and look. Maybe it's in the garbage can.
She said, we left, I go, what did you leave? And she goes, we left some ground beef and some fish.
Yeah.
So there's a $90 bag of ground beef, $20 thing of meat. Then look under here. She thought we were just going to say, go ahead.
Let's go, yeah. No. But where along the line, so did they have the confidence to even come up there and try to pull us off?
Because they said we spoke to a female manager. Yeah. I called the female manager. Yeah. She didn't know anything about it.
Wow. And then they was like, but we talking to me. They was like, but you was here yesterday? No, I was off.
They tried to say Shania was here.
This is a third one in an hour for people trying to do a con job.
Today's hot, Yeah, it's going to be a con day. I don't know if it's the weather or if it's everything, but dude, they're going for it, man.
A total of 8 no-shows today. 8. First weekend of fall, and I don't know. I don't get that phone call where they say I'm not coming in or anything like that, but it has affected us. There will only be 4 of us until closing time tonight, and we are slamming into a rocking day here. But what gets injured when people don't show is it's morale, because it's like we show up. And how would you feel if we didn't show up when you're here? I think that would really change the ballgame. Okay, so he's the guy that comes in, and for 4 people, he gave us all wrong tickets. Or he accused us of wrong tickets. What did he do right this time?
So he came up and he goes, I called the lottery, and on that ticket you want me to fill out physically, there's no way to do 2 draws. So I go out there and look, and he's right. There's no way to do 2 draws. So I walk over here and I go, I'm going to push what you tell me. And if it's wrong, I'll never do another lottery ticket for you again, and no one else here will. Mm-hmm. And he goes, okay, well, I'm going to tell you. And I go, you want 5 panels? And he goes, 5 panels. And I go, 2 draws. And he goes, 2 draws. And he goes, I want the quick pick, or the quick pick numbers. And I go, all right. I go, this is $60. If it's wrong, I'm never going to do it again. And he goes, okay. And I filled him out, and I gave him to him. I go, is this right? And he goes, yes, it is. And I go, all right. He goes, what do I say next time to get it like this? And I said, you repeat everything that person selling you a ticket says, and then you'll know if it's going to be rung up right. And he goes, I'm terribly sorry for the last time, and that other guy, I didn't mean to mess that other guy up, and I didn't mean for you guys to eat. He was complete opposite, kissing my butt.
Wow. Well, maybe we scared him. I don't want to say scared, but maybe,
It woke him up, because he did not throw the ticket across the counter. He did not say, I want this number just like this. Wow. He was completely different, so I don't know what it was, but something, he had an epiphany or something.
He had his 4:30 dinner. Transition walk into day number 4. Transition walks, if you're not familiar with this on C.T.C.S., it gives me the opportunity to transition from who I am in the recording studio to do the podcast, or who I am as a normal person in my everyday world. Like right now in this moment, I am fresh out of church. I just got my God on. So I have to make that transition from that moment into I'm going to be in CS, I'm going to be in front of people, I'm going to be on, I'm going to be seen, I'm going to be smelled, I'm going to be everything. And you got to mentally get yourself prepared for that. But today, in this moment of mindfulness, I want to be grateful as well. We had a lot of people not show up yesterday. For a very long period of time, it was all in the hands of 4 people. I want to thank those 4 people for really getting down and getting the job done. We had a record-setting day yesterday in profits, and you know what? None of the 4 people, including myself, none of us bitched. I just walked into a total shit show here. I mean, this is a typical Sunday, but man, it's really exploded with people because we have a professional football game that starts very, very soon. I mean, it is crowded, 6 people deep, pretty much on every one of the lines. So welcome to a Sunday. doing a little bit of investigating, I figured out what the situation is, and that is that we've got 2 managers out. The big manager is out due to COVID, going to be out for the whole week. And so here we go again, man, another round of COVID inside this building.
Take it, man. You have a good day now. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, it was over half hour because you made me wait, and because I wanted to put it back immediately.
It was. I came back in after.
Yeah.
It was 40 minutes.
Okay, so.
And she said it only took her 2 minutes.
Yeah, so it's.
She crashed.
Yeah. You know, and you try to do the thing with, you know, we wanted to keep it fresh.
Well, yeah.
And she wasn't interested in that department at all.
She had salmon. Now, if we'd left the salmon out the entire time,
she would have complained.
She got sick. Yeah. But she was more upset that she left it and she had to come back and get it, and she looked silly. So she was taking it out on us.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
But still, and plus, I was also worried about the milk.
Well, yeah. And because if she'd come back and it had been hot, she was going to complain either way.
Right. So to the listener, what would you do? Would you put it back if it was cold stuff? The answer is yes. Another reason why I enjoy doing this stuff in CS at the grocery store is because you get to see real people, the guys that sold the beer at the pro football game today, and to hear the stories of them and how they intermingled with the fans of the game while they were winning and things like that. And it's just you get to be with real people, and when you open your eyes to something like that, I mean, it's like I learned so much. And whereas in radio, it's just I always sat in a control room and I just pretended. One such story of the real people at the game, those that are selling the beer, is the couple comes in, and I've never done it before, so I don't know, but I guess when you cash out, you've got to have the right amount of bottles that weren't sold and things like that. And they were accused by the people there that they took some money, and they were visibly hurt. And they said they even told us the numbers were going to be off, but it's not our fault. We didn't do anything wrong. And you sit there and you go, these are real people, and I hate it when people are accused of things without the true story being listened to. Just busted a college student with $289 worth of groceries. Very creative these people are when it comes to stealing. What he did was he went up and he bagged all of his stuff in self-checkout, and then made it look like that he was paying, but the gentleman that was on self-checkout kept watching him, and he noticed that he was not pushing the right buttons and things. He went over and started asking questions. Didn't accuse him of doing anything. He just asked him some questions and stuff like that, and then the guy freaked out and just ended up walking out. And so we have all these groceries, and he bagged them up, and this is just very inventive in the way that they make it look like that they paid for it and everything like that, and they just walk out.